A short kick there, fielded at about the 15-yard line. Nice little burst up the middle, and good return there, Sean.
Nice return, but a nice game tackle there by the Quincy special teams players. Like 3 or 4 players on that stop there, Bob.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to need to do tonight to function as a team real well here in order to hold down Prosser. So we've got 1st and 10 Mustangs on their own 32.
Coach Wallace told us before the game, Bob, he said he wants big hits, he wants turnovers, he wants physical play by his Quincy defense.
Yeah, he wants them to let Prosser know that they're here, ready to go. So shotgun situation here, formation there for the Mustangs, and get Tanner Bolt. First pass of the game, nearly picked there.
Almost picked off. That was number 22, Ulysses Ramirez.
Nice break on the ball there.
Nice break, and almost had a big break for the Quincy defense.
Well, that would have been huge, the first play of the game, so pass is incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 32. Pistol offense, it looks like here. Here's a handoff. That's Kernan. Reverses his field there a little bit. Not much.
A nice spin move there to get a couple extra yards, make a positive play out of nothing.
Yeah, and Quincy had him pinned in there. Pretty good, so it brings up a 3rd down now.
Bob, how big would it be for this Quincy defense to get a 3 and out on the first offensive drive?
It would be huge, Sean, and they need some momentum, and that would be the ticket. We got Bolt rolling to the right, got a throw, got a man open, dropped the pass.
Can't blame Bolt on that one, Bob. How the pass is right on the money. That's just simply dropped. That was number 29, Justin White. Couldn't hang on to that grab.
Yeah, kind of the classic running without the ball. Got to catch it first before you can make the move. So Quincy holds on the first possession here for the Mustangs. 4th and 7. We got a punt coming.
Boy, if you're head coach Stephen Walsh, you can't be any happier of how this game started off.
You got to like it. A big return would be huge. Here's the kick. Oh, and Quincy gets a favorable bounce there. Kind of like checking up a golf ball there. So a pretty short punt, really only about 40 yards, maybe 30 yards. And Quincy will take over.
Good field position here for the Quincy Jacks to start their first offensive drive of the game. And Caden Murphy, Bob, Wallace expects big things from him. He had 400 yards of offense in their last game. The junior QB has things rolling, this Quincy offense.
Yeah, he'll be a real big spark for him tonight here, and that's a lot of yards out of a Quincy team, 400. So we got 1st down here. Got a guy in motion here. Pass. Oh, it's picked off. That's a tough bounce there. Michael Kernan on the interception.
Picked off by Michael Kernan, Bob. He was the one who dropped the 3rd down pass on their offensive drive. Comes back, makes a play on defense. But boy, you got to feel bad for Murphy and that Quincy offense there. It wasn't his fault, but sometimes the ball can be slippery, and it's shown so tonight so far.
Yeah, he had a lot of zip on that pass, and you can't fault him for that. Just went through the receiver's hands, and the defender was in the right spot. 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line of Quincy. Bolt rolling out, that is. He's got a man downfield. Wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Prosser.
Bob, you can't make mistakes against this Prosser offense, and boy, when you do, they'll make you pay. Great pass there by Tanner Bolt. Find an open receiver. 6 points just like that.
Yeah, Javier Diaz there wide open and backed into the end zone. So Prosser puts the first points on the board. 6-0. Early in the ball game. BAT coming by Diaz here. The holder is Logan Hamlin. Right through the upright, Sean. So Prosser takes an early 7-0 lead. We'll be back after this short break.
Flamethrower cheeseburger now with a $5 lunch. I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Gary, do you remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
Comes with a Sunday now. I can handle it.
You know your body, Gary.
Go Flamethrower. Now the DQ $5 lunch comes with the new jalapeno bacon flamethrower cheeseburger, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. This is fan food, not fast food.
Well, tough break there to start off the ball game for the Quincy Jacks. Turnover early and led to 7 points for Prosser.
Can't make mistakes like that on offense, Bob, and it's unfortunate. Sometimes that happens. It's football, just slipped off the receiver's fingers, but Prosser will make you pay every time. And it's 7-0 now, Prosser, just a minute into this first quarter.
And here's the kick. And a nice little run back here by Quincy.
Harris with the return.
I think that's Ferris with the return there for the Jacks. So Quincy will try it again here, Sean. 1st and 10 on their 23-yard line there? Where are they placing that ball?
23 is right, Bob, and it's so hard to come back after you make an error like that on your first play as an offense, but boy, they have to dig deep here and try to get a nice drive going and get some positive plays going for their offense.
Yep, just turn the emotions down a little bit, and I think they'll be fine. Looks like we might have got an early start by the Quincy back, but no flag. Little flare pass out to the sidelines there for minimal gain, if not a loss, on the first play there, Sean.
Yeah, Bob, looks like they lost maybe even 5 yards on that play.
Yeah, receiver went to the ground trying to field the ball and or to catch the ball and hit his knee on the turf. So, unlike pro, they're down right away where they touch their knee, even if they're not touched. So, little over 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Quincy trailing 7-0. Ball on their own 19, 2nd and 14. Short gain up the middle there.
Yeah, nice run. I couldn't see quite who that was. Looks like that was number... Is that Ferreras there?
I believe that was Ferreras on the run there. So we got 3rd down now and 14. Really no gain on that play at all. So, well, I guess they got 3 there, Sean. So Quincy needs a big play here to keep this drive going. Can't afford to turn it right back over. And that's not going anywhere.
Prosser saw that one from the get-go, Bob. And minimal gain, if any gain on that play.
Yeah, I think Caden Murphy there kind of staring down the receiver. Got to look that guy off and maybe go to another option here. But you're right. I mean, you can't telegraph what you're doing, especially against this Prosser team. So Jack's got their work cut out for him here tonight. 9 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the first quarter, and they're trailing 7-0. Going to give the ball back to Prosser. Frias does it all here for the Jacks. He's punting the ball. Couple of Prosser guys back about their own 45. It's a short kick. Fair catch called. And taken there at midfield by Michael Kernan. So we got a little break in the action, and we'll be back after this commercial.
My name is Kat Sanderson, Managing Broker for Pillar Rock Realty Group. We love the Columbia Basin because it's our home, and we want to give back to our community by kicking off our Pay It Forward campaign. If you buy or list with us, we will donate 1% of our total proceeds to a local charity of your choice and in your name. Call us today at 754-4444 or visit pillarrockrealty.com because we are your local real estate experts.
Well, Prosser lost about 6 yards on that play. Short hike and ball rolled around on the ground, and Bolt was able to recover it. And we got a big rush there by Quincy. Bolt able to escape to his left, still running towards the sideline. Tries to dump off the ball, no good.
Boy, Bob, how did he break that sack? I mean, the Quincy defender had him wrapped around on his ankles, but Bolt able to high step out of there. Nothing out of that play, but prevented a big loss.
Yeah, definitely. We got a good athlete out there at the quarterback position for Prosser. You can certainly tell. I mean, the guy kept his legs moving and got away. 3rd down and 18 now from the 43. Bolt rolling to his right, quarterback position for Prosser. You can certainly tell. I mean, the guy kept his legs moving and got away. 3rd down and 18 now from the 43. Bolt rolling to his right, Got a receiver on the sideline, in the Quincy sideline, and again making a move before he catches the ball. Fortunate for the Jacks, that pass is dropped.
2 drops by these Prosser receivers, and which could have resulted in first downs if they were able to hang on. So a big momentum stopper, and they're going to have to punt this one over to Quincy.
Yeah, and I think the Jacks will be more than happy to let them beat themselves here a little bit. So get the ball right back. Nothing, no harm on that turnover, you know, that Quincy got or gave up, and now Prosser's kicking the ball. And a fair catch on about the 23-yard line by Travis Harris. A little over 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Prosser up 7-0.
Yeah, this Quincy offense, Bob, now can really use that drive. Maybe they can settle down a little bit. They've had 2, obviously the turnover on the first drive and the 3 and out on the next one. Coach Wallace would love to see Caden Murphy really settle this offense down and get 1 or 2 positive plays here and really pick this team up.
Yeah, just a couple of first downs will bode well for him. Here's another bubble screen across the middle, but that's not going anywhere.
Again, Bob, another negative play for this Quincy offense. They lost 2 on that one.
Yeah, the little short pass to Solario there, and just not going anywhere, Sean, and they're really going to have to open it up here. I can't just try to poke away at this Prosser defense. I mean, you're going to have a big play or two.
And like we said in our notes before this game, this Quincy offense has the power to open it up. They passed for, or they had total 400 yards of offense in their last game. So let's see Caden Murphy. I won't be, or I expect him to throw downfield maybe on this play right here.
Man in motion, going to the Prosser side of the field. Got a receiver open on the sidelines if it's long enough, and it is not, and it's picked off.
Well, he tried to go downfield, Bob, and had his receiver targeted, but couldn't get it over the hands of the Prosser defensive back, and what a nice play by him.
Yeah, it's
the pick.
Yeah, second pick, I think, of the night there for Kernan, and Prosser takes over at midfield. So yeah, I got to get a little bit of zip on that ball. I know Caden Murphy was a pitcher there for the River Dogs, and you know he's got an arm, so he's got to unleash that thing.
Yep, the Columbia Basin River Dogs that won the World Series, Babe Ruth World Series this summer. They're tip of the cap to them, and Caden Murphy, yeah, Bob, you're right, he does have an arm, but just underthrew that last ball.
There's a handoff up the right side for about 4 yards for Prosser to start this series. But yeah, River Dogs going to be hosting it the next couple of years here in Ephrata, so exciting times for the Basin. Second down and 4. Ball on the 46 of Ephrata. Short gain, maybe 2. Or excuse me, of Quincy. Forgot where I was at, Sean.
Thomas Nehmeyer on the run there, Bob. Yeah, it's hard to see these numbers.
It is.
But that was a positive pickup there. But third down here, a chance for this Quincy defense to make a play and maybe get that ball back.
Yeah, they need to stop here. 3rd and 4 now on the 43 of the Jacks. Bolt hands off. Looks like he's going to get enough for the first down there. Nice little run off the right side of the offensive line.
That's back to Nehmeyer, and that time he creates enough for a first down, a nice positive play, and the drive continues for the Mustangs.
Yeah, showed pretty good patience on that run, waiting for the hole to open up, and just darted right through. So 1st and 10 on the Jacks' 39-yard line. Prosser moving the ball. Pretty good. Another good run. In between the tackle and guard there.
Nice tackle there by Alberto Tafoya, making a play. He's a senior on this defense, a linebacker that can be physical out there. That's what Coach Wallace wants to see. He wants big plays, big hits.
He's looking for some snot knockers out there tonight and kind of set Prosser back a little bit. But second down now and 7 to go for the Mustangs on Quincy's 36-yard line. Pass over the middle. Good gain there.
And boy, was he ever open, Bob. An easy pass for Bolts and make. Don't know if that was a breakdown in coverage, but he had plenty of room there and a nice first down for Prosser.
Yeah, quick pop over the middle to Ledesma, and that's a big first down now. Ball on the 20-yard line of the Jacks. Got Bolt rolling to his left. He's got a receiver Another drop there. Not sure if he thought the ball was coming to him or not.
Looks like the Quincy defenders had that covered if he were to catch that pass anyways, Bob. They were about 2 or 3 Quincy players right there to make a play.
So 2nd and 10 now from the 20-yard line for the Prosser Mustangs, and they're looking to put another 7 on the board here, Sean. There's a handoff. Nice big hole off the right side there. Big yards.
J.R. Coleman, a nice run up the gut. And that's a positive play again for Prosser. They're up close here, Bob. They're on the 7-yard line.
Yep. Jacks need to dig in deep here. Dig their cleats in and hold. Another handoff up the middle. And, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Might as well just keep pounding if you're making yardage.
That was Niemeyer that time. Looks like he picked up 4 yards on that play.
That's 2nd down and 3.
Touchdown pass to number 18, Blair.
Touchdown, Prosser. That was Tanner Bolt hooked up there with Kason Blair. A big 6'2" receiver makes it 13-0 Prosser.
Yeah, pretty good drive there by the Mustangs. Washington Tractor, where the people and the products make the difference. Lining up for the extra point here for Prosser. Up 13-0. A little under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. And right to the uprights, and makes it 14-0, Sean. We got a little break in the action, and we'll be back after this short commercial break.
To save some energy, I've used Einstein's mass energy equivalents to design the haptic suits you see in front of you. They will maintain our core body temperature while we completely turn off our heat and air conditioning. With the money we save on our Grant PUD bill, I'll be expecting that trip to Disneyland this year.
You don't need to be a super genius to save energy and money. Visit grantpud.org to learn how.
Well, it doesn't look like Prosser's having much resistance here from the Jacks so far tonight, Sean.
No, 14-0 Mustangs, again capitalizing on these not very good offensive possessions so far for this Quincy team, and Prosser will make you pay, and just like that, 14-0, Bob. 5 minutes left here in the first quarter.
And a little bit of a squib kick there. And a nice run back, actually, by the Jacks. Gonna start this possession on the 30-yard line.
Walls with the return for the Jacks.
Caden Murphy trots back on that field, looking to make a spark play for this offense.
You know, they got to get one thing going, either the passing game or the running game, and stick with it until they gel a little bit here, Sean. It looks like they're kind of out of sync and not really able to move the ball at all against Prosser right now.
14-0, only a 2-possession game. We're not saying this Quincy team's out of it. We're saying if they can get a play here, they're back in this one, Bob.
Well, they do. Yeah, they definitely need a big play to get them cranked up and moving. And not much there.
Screen there, but they may have picked up a yard.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe 6 inches there, actually. But I've never been a fan of the short game. You know, if you're going to have a passing game, you need to go downfield. And you know, even in the pros, I kind of tire of that. So you gotta go down the field. You're not getting any yardage at all if you're coming wide here. 2nd and 10 for Quincy on their own 30. There's a handoff to the right side for a short gain.
With the carry for the Jacks.
That was Juan Aguilar.
Picked up about 2 yards there, Bob. Brings up 3rd down and 8. Could really use a first down here.
Washington Tractor, where the people and the product make the difference. Yeah, a little under 4 minutes to go in this first quarter. 14-0 Prosser. Got a man in motion coming to the Quincy side. He gets the ball, tries to cut it up the middle. Got a nice gain there, Sean, 4 or 5 yards.
Nice gain, but not enough for a first down, Bob. That will bring up 4th.
Yeah, and they can't afford really. I mean, they're a couple, 3 or 4 yards short, and seriously, you have to think about just punting the ball away and try to pin Prosser deep and make them, you know, go on a long drive here.
Looks like Coach Wallace wants to go for it, though, Bob. They're leaving Murphy out there, and this team's trying to make a play right here.
Well, it's a roll of the dice here, Sean, because you know, they're on their side of the 50, so got to have a big play here for the Jacks. Pass over the middle, almost picked off again.
He had the open receiver, Bob, but just threw it over him. Too bad there for this Quincy offense.
Yeah, I think he might just be a little jacked up there. Sean's got to find a way to settle down. Caden Murphy is much better than what he's showing out there right now. And unfortunate, yeah, the ball goes over to Prosser. We're going to start this drive on the Quincy 37. 2 minutes and 47 seconds to go in the first quarter. Mustangs up 14-0. Bolt in the shotgun. He's got a guy over the middle. Pass is complete.
That was a catch there by Javier Diaz. That's one player to look out for tonight. A big playmaker for this Prosser offense. Puts up some huge receiving numbers.
Yeah, you can tell they really work together well here, Sean. They're on the same page for sure, Diaz and Bolt. Got 2 wide receivers to the right. Bolt looking to the right. Oh, nice grab there.
Making the diving catch on the ground already.
Yeah, and threw it kind of behind him, so that was a great catch there, and that's going to be enough for a first down, and Prosser keeps moving. Oh, I'm sorry, it's second. Should be first down now.
They're just a couple yards short there, Bob, so now it's 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, I got caught looking at the scoreboard instead of watching what was on the field there. So, yeah, 3rd and 2 now for the Mustangs on Quincy's 19-yard line. Jacks need a big stop here. 2 minutes to go. There's a handoff. And nice nice job of pinning him in. He's reversing his field. He's going to go in for the score, Sean.
Wow.
Kernan.
Michael Kernan, what a run. Little misdirection there. Went to one way. Saw no room to run. Took the opposite direction. Broke through a couple of tackles. And, wow, he had some free space, and he made him pay.
Yeah,
that's
unfortunate because Quincy had the play snuffed out. They just didn't have any help on the backside. No one stayed home there. So, yeah, got bit on that one. And Prosser's up 3 scores here, looking to make it 21-0. And they do. So 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter, and not the way Coach Wallace wanted things to happen at all, but still plenty of time left in this ball game, so we're going to step away for a short break and be right back.
You don't have to drive to Seattle for exceptional cancer care. Confluence Health's cancer program delivers world-class care close to home. We have a highly experienced oncology team in a state-of-the-art facility, and we're a member of the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, which gives our patients access to world-renowned therapies developed at Fred Hutchinson, the University of Washington Medicine, and Seattle Children's. Together with the SCCA, we're delivering world-class cancer care close to home.
So a little over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Mustangs up 21-0.
Yeah, Bob, just 2 minutes left. Quincy here has the kick return.
Needs a big one. Got some room around the outside. A nice little return, still on his feet and churning out those yards. Great effort there on the return.
Yeah, broke a tackle and made something on that return, Bob. Good field position here for Quincy on the, looks like the 32-yard line.
Yeah, that's what Quincy needed. A nice return there. Just under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Down 3 scores, so let's see if they can get something going here, Sean. Quincy breaks the huddle. Murphy's trying to get him set up. We got 2 receivers to either side. Good rush there and a good pass now over the middle for the first completion of the ball game there for the Jacks. Nice gain.
Nice gain. Carlos Solario with the reception for Quincy. That's what this offense was looking for, Bob, and they got it there.
Quick hitter, and they're right back up to the line. Want to get another play or 2 going here. First down on their own 47-yard line. Murphy with the ball, looking to his left. Got another receiver out there, another catch.
Quick sideline pass, finds the open receiver. That's number 23, Johan Farias with the grab.
Quincy looking a lot better now here. Look like they're on the same page. Minute 29 to go in the first quarter. Here's the snap. Caden moving around. Got a guy over the middle.
Somehow gets that pass out and finds the open receiver. That's Gunnar Peterson making the grab.
That's another first down for the Jacks.
This is what we were looking for earlier, Bob. Find that rhythm, make this defense tired.
Yeah, they're giving Prosser a little bit of their own medicine here. Quick snaps and running off 3 or 4 plays right in a row here. There's a little broken play there. Caden Murphy looked like maybe, I don't know if that was a keeper or not. But no, actually lost 3 yards on that play, it looks like.
Yeah, lucky. That could have been a lot worse, Bob. Could have been a fumble.
Yeah, I thought it was a broken play there, but first, now we're 2nd and 13. Time winding down, under 50 seconds to go. Quincy needs to get the ball off. And here's the snap. Murphy looking long again, a little bit.
Almost a highlight reel catch there, Bob.
Experience speed like never before when you connect to Grant PUD's high-speed network. Visit grantpud.org to learn more.
And first down for the Mustangs in about 14. 23 seconds to go in the first quarter. Jacks need a big defensive stand here. And we got Bolt rolling to his left, looking for a receiver. Could be, oh, he almost tackled in the end zone there.
Almost a safety, Bob.
Just got the ball off, and I don't know if it was to a receiver or not. It kind of looked, it went towards the line, you know, but line of scrimmage. I don't think he was thrown to a receiver, so they might have got away with something there, Sean.
Tanner Bolt lucky just to be able to fling that one out of his hand because Quincy was there for the taking.
And the defense did their job. 4th and 2, and Prosser punting out of their own end zone here. Oh, yeah, I guess they're going for it.
I'll bring up 3rd down, and Bob probably into this quarter.
Yep, looks like it's going to wind down here, and that'll be the end of this first quarter here. So that'll do it here for the first bit of action here tonight here at JC Field, and Jack's got their work cut out for him, down 21-0. We'll be back after this break.
The Dodge brothers' competitive spirit and engineering prowess started long before they built their first car, and will continue long after their latest, the most technologically advanced vehicle in its class.
All right, Sean, just about ready to start the second quarter here, and Quincy down 21-0, but you know they were able to move the ball there towards the latter part of the first quarter.
That's right, Bob. Caden Murphy finally was able to settle down behind center and make some positive plays for this offense, and some big catches by those wide receivers for Quincy. Unfortunate not to get any points out of that drive, but Prosser now backed up in their own territory. Quincy would love to hold them on this third down play.
Yeah, and it's a big play coming up for the Jacks, as you said, Sean. So, you know, the balance of the first half could be in this play, in this series here. So, Jacks need to come up with a big stand here. Second quarter sponsored by Desert Sun Dental, giving you the smile you deserve. And here's Bolt rolling out to his left. Got a receiver going down the sideline, but he pulls up short. Almost picked off there, Sean.
Wow, that Quincy D-back had a break on that ball. Went through his hands. First down, Prosser.
Yeah, Travis Harris just couldn't quite come down with that, but yeah. Pretty close play there for the Jacks. Almost came up with a big one here. 1st and 10 now. Prosser handoff up the middle. Good stop by the Jacks.
Nice tackle there by Andy Reynolds, a senior for this Quincy defense, making a big play, helping his teammates out.
Second down for Prosser. That's a quarterback keeper. Nice little play there on the fake up the middle, and positive yardage there for Bolt.
That's the first time we've seen him play that QB keeper, Bob, and it works out for him there, get about 5-6 yards.
Yeah, it really caught the defenders for the Jacks off guard, and a big gain there.
You're going to call that enough for a first down.
Yeah, I guess no need to measure that one. So Prosser keeps moving. There's a pass out to the far side, and a nice catch and run.
Nice catch by Noah Flores, breaks 2 tacklers. Huge play there for this Prosser offense. Gain of about 22 yards, Bob.
Yeah, and that was a touchdown saving tackle there. I think he was sprinting down that sideline. So Prosser's ball just about midfield. Bolt with the pass over the side, excuse me, there on the hash marks there, and the far hash marks, and that pass is complete, and another first down there for the Prosser Mustangs.
Justin White making his first catch of the game for the Prosser Mustangs, Bob. They have an array of receivers. Coach said they play 8 to 10 receivers a game.
Gosh, gotta like to keep those legs fresh. Bolt on a roll out left and makes the completion. A hard takedown there, out of bounds.
Nice hard tackle by Jorge Ruiz. You saw him in our preview video, a big playmaker for this Quincy defense. Like it's gonna bring up second down and about 6 yards.
Little over 10 minutes to go in the first half. Prosser moving the ball. Bolt rolling out to his right. Looking for his receiver to make a break downfield. Looks like that ball might have hit the ground there. And we got another hanky out there, Sean.
Yeah, this might be coming back, Bob. Well, it will be regardless because it was an incomplete pass, but it looked like maybe a hold on this offense.
Yeah, now they're checking with the Jacks and see what they want to do here. But yeah, it definitely looks like it's going against the Mustangs, and I wonder he had a little bit of extra time on that rollout there. So
yeah, Bob, I thought he was going to take off and run. We saw him make a first down run on this earlier on this drive, but decided to hold the ball that time.
Ineligible player downfield, but Quincy declines the penalty. And that brings up another question here. Timeout, Quincy. And we're going to get this sorted out in a minute here on the field, and we're going to step away for a short break and be right back.
new flamethrower cheeseburger now with a $5 lunch. I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Gary, do you remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
Comes with a Sunday now. I can handle it.
You know your body, Gary.
Go flamethrower. Now the DQ $5 lunch comes with the new jalapeno bacon flamethrower cheeseburger, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. This is fan food, not fast food.
A little under 10 minutes to go in the first half. Prosser up by 3 scores, 21-0, and driving there on the Jacks 30-yard line, 3rd and 6.
Quincy defense would love to get this stop back, Bob, because they have been building momentum on offense.
Rolling to the right, he's got a receiver out in the flat. Hauls it down. It looks like he's going to fall forward for the first down.
Just breaks that tackle. Michael Kernan has made some huge plays on offense for Prosser in this first half, and he does one again there.
Yeah, you can certainly tell those guys have spent some time together working on their plays, because they're hitting just about everything they're throwing up right now. Here's a handoff up the middle. He breaks a run off the right side. Could go all the way. And going to be tackled just short of the goal line.
Nice run by Noah Flores there for Prosser. Almost found his way in the back of the end zone there, Bob, but couldn't quite get there. Nonetheless, first down now. 1st and goal, make that for Prosser.
Strong run there, Sean, and yes, 1st and goal. Ball on the 4-yard line. Another handoff up the middle, and that's going to be good for 6. Another run there by Flores.
Flores just hammers that one up the gut, Bob, and runs over a Quincy defender for 6 points.
Yeah, the offensive line is really pushing back Quincy's D right now, kind of manhandle him out there at the moment. Quincy's got to find a way to dig deep and make some stops here. 27-0. Kick is up and good. So we've got a little bit of a runaway at the moment, but still plenty of time left in this ball game, although Quincy's trailing 28-0 with just under 10 minutes to go in the half. We're going to take a short break and be right back.
The Dodge brothers' competitive spirit and engineering prowess started long before they built their first car, and will continue long after their latest, the most technologically advanced vehicle in its class.
He has to kick it off for the Mustangs.
So Prosser just took it in for another score and about ready to kick the ball off here. A little under 10 minutes to go in the first half. Quincy needs a big run here. Big return, Sean, to try to get back in this ball game. And the kick is going to go over the head of the returner, and they're going to have to down it in the end zone, and Quincy will come out and start this drive on their own 20.
Smart choice by the returner there, Bob. Not try to make a highlight reel play and make something out of that long kickoff. Just kneels down. They'll start from their own 20.
Yeah, and it's one of the better starting positions for the Jacks, so you're right. A good decision there. So nice long sustained drive here is what they need. Keep the ball away from Prosser and put 7 on the board.
Bob, we've seen Murphy make some great throws in this first half. If they could just sustain that, like you said, and build some momentum, get a couple of those nice throws in a row, make some big plays, some big catches, and maybe this offense can get on a roll.
Yeah, and they've had their opportunities, just like you said, haven't been able to take advantage. And no gain there. In fact, might have lost a couple on that run. Short gain there by Aguilar. Murphy doesn't look like a good pass there, but somehow Got it away, and it looks like it's a catch for Quincy. Almost like a shot put there, Sean, instead of a pass.
I don't know how that play worked out, but hey, don't question it if it works, right?
Yeah, you got to take it for sure. Positive yards.
Still third down here, though.
Yeah, need another 5 to pick up a first. Here's a pass. Murphy gets one off.
Almost a great catch there by the Quincy receiver.
Again, they don't seem to be on the same page, because I think the ball was a little bit longer than the receiver was anticipating there. So I don't know, Sean. They got to get it going. But yeah, going to have to punt the ball here for sure, because they're pinned deep in their own territory. So maybe come up with a big defensive stand here and hold Prosser.
And Bob, this Quincy defense must be tired. Less than a minute ran off the clock on offense.
Yeah, and that's what they need to do, Sean. They need to be able to somehow maintain some drives to give those defenders rest. And a lot of these guys go both ways on offense and defense, so I'm sure they're out there huffing and puffing. And
that was Kerning there making the catch, falling down, not able to return that one. So Prosser will start from their own 38-yard line.
Good field position nonetheless, but yeah, just lost his footing there and went right to the ground after he caught the kick there. But I don't know, field shouldn't be slippery out there, but there's a couple of guys have fallen. So 8.5 minutes to go in the first half, 28-0 Prosser. Bolt with the pass out to the far side, and looked like it's going to go for some positive yardage. Receiver stepped out of bounds at about the 49.
First down again for Prosser. A big play by Tanner Bolt. Finds an open receiver. And Bob, he's making it look easy right now.
Yeah, looking pretty good out there for Prosser. We knew they were going to be a tough opponent here tonight, and you know, they're starting to tune things up here.
Bob, they said they wanted to hit 40 plays in this first half. They got to be getting close.
Real close. Nice little fake and a pass. That one could go for 6, and does.
Kason Blair, their big threat 6'2" receiver. Nice run after the catch for the touchdown.
Yeah, and another quick hitter there. Didn't look like it should go for much, but got away from the defenders and ran right down the field. So 34 points on the board for Prosser. Just over 8 minutes to go in the first half.
And Bob, that drive for Prosser there took under 30 seconds, 24 seconds.
Yeah, they're going to be a handful for anybody they come up against this year.
As we said, Max Prep says they're the #5 team in the state right now for 2A. And another CWAC team, Ellensburg, is #3.
It's a tough conference. It really is. Got some ballers in this conference for sure. We got another flag on the field. It looks like it might be going against Quincy. Encroachment. And they're going to decline the penalty. Don't understand that. The kick wasn't any good. They got to, I don't know why they decline it.
I think the coach caught something there and said, hey, get back on the field, guys. Let's get one more point.
Yeah, we'll take all the points we can get, because they have another attempt here coming. So here's Diaz again with the extra point attempt. And it's good. It makes it 35-0 Prosser. What do you think, Sean?
Quincy's going to have to dig real deep here, Bob, and this is gut check time. You know, do you want to just give up and call this one over, or do you want to try to make some positive plays? And heck, it's football, Bob. Who knows? We just saw last night in Denver versus the Chiefs. Broncos down 14 points. Just a couple minutes left, and they're able to come back and win that ball game. You never know in football.
Yeah, you're right about that. It can go, it can change on a split second, Sean. So still plenty of time in this game, but they have to come up with a few stops here. Can't let Prosser just move the ball at will. So Quincy going to have to dig deep and find out what they're made of here tonight. Just over 8 minutes to go in the first half. Prosser about ready to kick off the ball. And it looks like that ball is going to bounce at about the 15 and gets corralled in. But Tanner Wallace there, how is he able to keep on his feet?
That's guts right there, Bob. He gets hit, but he stays on his feet somehow. And couldn't get too much yardage, but he'll start from around 16.
Yep, you can't fault his effort there. Just couldn't find a crease. So yeah, Quincy takes over on their own 17.
And Bob, that's what we're saying when we want to see gut plays from these players. Coach Wallace wants to see how his players respond down 35-0. He wants to see who gives up, who falls down, but he wants to see who makes the plays right now, who's putting in the extra work, the extra hustle. That's what he wants on his team.
And handoff, a little dicey there. Murphy and the running back there collided and almost caused a fumble there, but able to hold on to the ball. But yeah, you're right, Sean. You know, no matter what the score is, you got to keep plugging away and you got to keep working hard. And you know, who knows, lineups change every week, so you don't want to be one of those guys sitting on the bench.
And everyone's been in this situation, Bob. I know I have, you have, we both played high school sports. When you're down big, it's not fun at all. And it takes a lot of maturity to pick yourself up, pick your teammates up around you and say, hey, you know, let's make a big play still. Let's get after it. Let's go, come on.
Yeah.
And that's what Coach Wallace is looking for. He's looking for that player, that special player on his team that picks everybody else up.
Yeah, looking for somebody to step up, like you said, get mad and get after it. So we got a little break in the action here. And I think we're going to step away for a short break and be right back.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local communities since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of as many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
Second down here for the Jacks, looking to move the ball here late in the first half, and there's a fumble on the play, and it looks like Prosser might have come up with the ball.
And boy, Caden Murphy got hit hard there, Bob. Let's hope he's okay, kind of rolling around on the grass.
Yeah, still trying to collect himself there, getting up real slow. Looks like he might be holding his arm there, his left arm. And limping off the field, and Prosser does come up with the turnover. And the ball deep in Jack territory. 7 minutes, 27 seconds to go in the first half, and Prosser has another opportunity here.
Yeah, we talked about Caden Murphy having a big arm, but he still is a small guy, Bob. 5'10", 160. So when he gets hit up there, I bet it hurts.
Oh yeah, that's kind of like Russell Wilson size a little bit, you know. I mean, he's a small guy, but he can move around. But
do we have any recovery water for Murphy?
Oh, they might need it. Here's Prosser with the snap. Bolt got a receiver. Flaring out. Nice little couple of spin moves there. Not much on that play, though.
Nice defensive stop there by Quincy. But, Bob, this defense, we say it time after time, but they have to be tired out there. They have hardly any rest in this first half.
Yeah, they're going to look forward to the little short intermission here and try to recollect themselves. But second quarter of action here at JC Field, brought to you by Desert Sun Dental, giving you the smile you deserve.
Almost a muff snap there. There was a muff snap, but able to grab that ball off the ground, fire a dart downfield toward the end zone, but no No catch there for Prosser.
So we got third down for Prosser. Bolt rolling to his left. Kind of hard to throw across his body. He's going to maybe pull it down and try to keep this. No, he pulls up. Got a receiver in the end zone. No good on the pass.
That had to be the perfect pass to make that play work, Bob, and it almost was.
It really was, and dead in that coffin corner there. I mean, you couldn't get more in the corner for that receiver. And, you know, if it was on the money, I think he could have brought it down there for sure. So good break there for Quincy. Brings up fourth down. And Prosser has a decision to make, short yardage here. And looks like they're going to go for it. Oh, and another muffed hike here. Scrambling for his life is Bolt, and he's going down.
There's that defensive stop Coach Wallace is looking for. The coaches are clapping on the sideline there, Bob.
We could have, you know, we got a penalty actually over here on Prosser, and I don't think he wasn't throwing to any receiver there. He was trying to dump the ball off. Intentional grounding, I think.
Yeah, Bob, they'll go ahead and decline that one. Take over on offense.
Yeah, you'd think so, because that was a huge stop there for Quincy for sure.
They're still looking at something, Bob. I'm not quite sure what there is to really talk about here.
Yeah, I don't know either, because you don't want to take the penalty. You want the ball here. And they're talking it over with the Jacks, wondering what they want to do, but should be an easy decision here, Sean. Maybe the refs are trying to talk it over to see if it was an actual penalty here, because
well, regardless, Bob, it's Quincy ball nonetheless, because that was a turnover on downs.
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure what's happening here, and looks like the D is coming off the field for Quincy. And the Jacks appear to be taking over here. Yep. Big stop. They needed a big stop and got it here, Sean.
Yeah, Bob, turnover on downs in the red zone too. Tanner Bolt had some trouble with snaps on that last drive. We really hadn't seen that so far in this first half.
Yeah, that happened earlier, you know, in the ball game. They had a couple of short snaps, but it had been firing off pretty good here. Quincy now, nice burst up the middle, but a solid hit there from Prosser.
And Bob, a new quarterback in for Quincy now, number 9. Nick Henderson, a senior, a little bigger than we're used to seeing with Caden Murphy. He's 5'10", 195.
So maybe Jenks, or not Jenks, but Caden Murphy a little banged up there, you know, like got hurt on that last offensive possession and kind of was holding his left arm a little bit.
He certainly took some shots. And
another handoff up left side for a short gain for Quincy.
Murphy still is on the sidelines, but he is walking gingerly, Bob.
Yeah, well, they want to definitely be careful with him because you know, he's their starter, so don't want to take any chances. Little under 5, or just a little over 5 minutes, that is, to go in the first half. 35-0. Prosser, Quincy with the ball on their own 14. Another handoff, not going anywhere. Getting a little conservative down in their own end of the field here, Sean. Maybe doesn't have a little, not enough confidence in that quarterback that just come in. Who knows? But he's fresh into the game, so got to get warmed up.
Yeah, and Bob, it's 4th down, and they're not going to try to go for this one. They're going to go ahead and punt this one away.
Yeah, smart decision for sure, and just really didn't get anything going on that drive at all. So hopefully they can get a long kickoff here and back Prosser up and maybe hold him here and try to go in for a score before the half. A couple of guys deep here for Prosser, but standing just beyond the Jacks 45. We got another whistle and a flag here.
And looks like that's a false start on the offense, Bob.
Yeah, dead ball foul. You're going to back them up 5. 4 minutes, 33 seconds to go in the first half. 35-0 Prosser. Quincy going to kick it from deep in their own territory. It's a short punt. Maybe get a good bounce and a roll, and does. Ball fielded about the 41. A host of Jacks there, and a big hit on that play.
Monster hit there on special teams by Daniel Garcia.
That was a hit.
The big senior for Quincy making a big play.
Maybe that'll get him going here a little bit, Sean. Got the crowd excited on that hit. First down for Prosser on the Jacks 41. 4 minutes, 23 seconds to go in the first half. I might have to put my gloves on, button up my coat. It's chilly.
It almost seems like a low fog is starting to roll in here. It's getting harder to see the field, Bob.
Yeah, it is. Here's Bolt. Pass over the middle. Got a receiver open for the catch. That's Diaz. Another big reception there.
Javier Diaz making a nice route. And a nice throw by Bolt, making it look easy right up the middle. 20-yard plus pickup.
Yeah, big gain. Prosser right up to the line. Another handoff. No yards there. Great stop there by the Jacks defense.
Yeah, just 4 minutes left to go in this first half, Bob. Quincy would love to hold this Prosser offense under 40 points. Looking for a big stop.
Yeah, they can't give it up another 6, but that's exactly what happened there.
The old announcer's jinx, huh? We'll put that one on us.
Well, yeah, maybe. That was a heck of a play, though. Nice little pass over the middle, and that's burned Quincy 3 or 4 times already tonight. Got to figure out a way to stop that.
Eddie Zapita with a touchdown catch there for Prosser. A nice play makes it 41-0.
Yep. 3 minutes, 43 seconds to go, and that one silenced the crowd here a little bit, Sean. Prosser, though, come in and playing as their build, man. Tough squad here. Point is good. And that makes it 42. Prosser 0 for Quincy. 3 minutes, 43 seconds to go. We're going to step away for a short break and be back.
When you find out about the DQ $5 lunch, all this food for only $5, you gotta tell people about it. So I situated nice. Frosty drink next to this juicy grilled burger and fries. Get my sundae, boom. I just dropped a $5 lunchagram on all my friends. Get ready for a little $5 envy.
Michael, we like your style. The $5 lunch. Entree, fries, drink, plus a sundae. Only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
All right, well, here we go again with Prosser kicking off. 42-0. Mustangs up. Big bounce and a nice grab there by Quincy. And a good return for the Jacks. Up to their own 35.
Yeah, nice return that time, Eddie Garby. That's a big return, Bob. They're in some decent field position here on their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, one of the better starting positions tonight for Quincy, and they've got plenty of time to put a touchdown on the board. It'd be a big lift going into the locker room here. 3 minutes, 36 seconds to go.
Nick Henderson still under center now for the Quincy Jacks. His second offensive possession here of the game.
Man in motion, gonna hand off. Nice little cut, but not much there, maybe 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, Travis Harris, we haven't heard his name much, but gets the ball there and picks up a couple yards.
Just over 3 minutes to go in the first half. Jacks ball on their own 38.5, almost 39-yard line. Second down. 6 to go. Caleb Williamson hustling off the field there for the Jacks. Okay, we got a hand up coming this other way, and the defender was there to meet and greet him.
Ran right into the defender there, Bob. That was number 44, Colby Swift.
Woo, big stick. Nowhere at all for the runner to go. Smothered him.
Brings up third down.
3rd and 6. Well, actually, they had to have lost yardage on that play, Sean. Looks like about 3rd and 9 now. Jacks need a big play here. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the first half. Down big, 42-0. And that's going to be a sack.
Henderson tries to break through the Prosser defenders, but had no room to run there, Bob, and as you said, sacked.
Yeah, receivers covered, but they got to find a way to get off a 2-step drop and a quick pass. I mean, Prosser's done it all night up the middle. Quincy could probably emulate them a little bit, maybe catch them off guard with a couple of those quick tosses, but got to have some protection to do it. Minute 45 to go in the first half. 4th down, Quincy going to punt the ball. And there's a kick, a low kick. That's returnable, Sean. And about 12 yards on that return for Prosser.
Michael Kernan. And Bob, there's a flag on the field.
Yeah, right here close by, and I didn't see exactly what the infraction was, but could be going against Prosser here by the way that they're looking at it here, and they got the ref with the ball pointing in the other direction. We'll see what's happening. But you know, Quincy got a break there because that was a low punt. Guy had a head of steam, just ran out of room on the sidelines there.
Yeah, not quite sure what the call is here, Bob. I didn't see what happened. Looks like a personal foul.
That's a big one.
Or call that a holding against Prosser.
10 yards on the return, so on the hold on the return, so it backs him up 10 yards. Still a minute 29 to go in the first half. Quincy needs to stop that play over the middle here. And it's wide open. If you look, there's plenty of room in the middle, so hopefully they got the right call. Bolt looking for a receiver on the sideline. Short gain here. Maybe 4 yards on the play.
Yep, call it 2nd down, and
I think they were
about 5.
Yeah, I thought maybe they were trying to get that receiver out of bounds, but he was tackled just short of that. Bold again with a quick drop and a pass over the middle, and there goes Roy Barago on a long run.
Bob breaks about 3 or 4 tackles. Looks like the ball was maybe loose there.
Yeah, looks
Quincy
like
players saying they have the ball, but Prosser saying, hey, he was down.
Yeah, I think he was for sure. So Prosser keeps moving. Just over a minute to go. Clock stopped while they move the chains. Ball on the Quincy 23. 1st and 10, Mustangs. Little bubble screen pass there. Nice move, and that runner is still going. He's gonna go. He's gonna run 40 yards and get 20. Heck of an effort there, Sean.
Yeah, Justin White. We've called his name a couple times. Big run there, Bob, and wow, like you said, he ran about 50 yards. He only gained about 15.
Yeah, but it puts him right on the doorstep. 1st and goal for Prosser. 47 seconds to go. Here's Bolt rolling out to his right. He's got a receiver across the middle. That's good for a score for Prosser.
Nice check there by Bolt. Had a couple options. Found the open receiver. Didn't panic. Touchdown, Mustangs.
The guy's pretty mature for a junior quarterback. You could see him making all the reads, not taking off right off the bat when the first guy isn't open. That guy looks like he's a quarterback.
Yeah, I've been impressed, Bob, and Prosser, boy, they're known for their QB history. Kellen Moore, a Prosser alum, a great Boise State quarterback, won a Fiesta Bowl at Boise State, has had a little bit of luck in the pros, not able to really catch on with a roster, but boy, they do have some history with quarterbacks at Prosser.
They do. They're awful strong there, and Quincy got a break there at the low kick, went right into the line, and that at least keeps 1 point off the board there. It's 48-0 now, Prosser. 41 seconds to go in the first half. Jacks will be glad to kind of get off the field and maybe take a break and try to collect themselves in the locker room here, Sean.
Yeah, Bob. Coach Wallace looks like he's trying to stay positive down there, but the boys are tired, and yeah, they could use a break, especially that defense.
Well, we'll see what Prosser has in store for the kickoff here, and maybe kick it along the ground so they don't get a big run back possibly from Quincy. We'll see what happens, but the Jacks certainly need something to happen here just before the half. Give them a spark to come out, try to play tough in the third quarter.
And if you're not up, get up and let's get out for the kickoff.
Here's a kick by Diaz. Line drive, picked up on a bounce. Nice little run back, but couldn't get out of bounds.
Nice tackle there by the Prosser special teams players, number 66. Not on the roster, but credit to you, sir. Nice tackle.
Yeah, great play. No name on the roster. 34 seconds to go in the first half. See what Coach Wallace wants to do here. He's just going to maybe take a knee and not risk any further damage and go in and regroup.
Yeah, they have one quarterback already banged up, Bob. I'm sure they would like to keep some of their players healthy for their next matchup.
Well, they've got 4 receivers out there.
And next matchup is a big one, Bob. The Battle of the Basin next week at Ephrata.
Yeah, big game coming up next week. And that pass falls short and incomplete.
Tigers on the road tonight at East Valley. Looking to go 2-0 in CWAC play after getting a big win last week on the road at Othello.
Yeah, that was a big game. I mean, they started out with a lead and then fell back and then came back to win it.
Yeah, I was impressed by that Ephrata team, the resiliency to come back and get a win after getting a tough opening loss at home to Royal City. To come back and get a conference road win says a lot about the character of that team.
It really does. Coach Mills, great motivator there for Ephrata. That's a bad snap and a roll back to the quarterback. Lucky for the Jacks to be able to fall on that ball. Less than 10 seconds now, and they're still going to try to fire away. Better get rid of that ball, but he's going to go down again for the second sack in a row, and that's going to do it for the end of the first half. Quincy got to come and dig themselves out of a big hole in the second half of play here, down 48-0 to the Prosser Mustangs. We're going to step away for a commercial break and be back.
What's white and yellow and red all over? If you said the local book telephone directory, the one with the purple sunset on the cover, then you're right. In print and online at statewideyp.com, it features up-to-date local maps, community information, and a calendar of events. With a restaurant dining guide with full local menus and a reverse directory, you're sure to find the number you're looking for. It's the best way to get the information you need. Pick up a copy of the local book today or visit statewideyp.com.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Kono. I am your local Ephrata Farmers Insurance Agent. Here at Cheryl Kono Insurance Agency, our customers always come first. We don't just work here, we live here. Please stop by the office, call, email, or Facebook me for a free auto, home, life, business, or farm and ranch quote today. We are insurance. We are farmers. Come in for a free quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Well, Sean, interesting ball game here tonight. You know, I'm sure that the crowd's a little disappointed with the lopsided score, and I know Quincy probably felt they were going to get off to a better start, but you have to be impressed with the Prosser Mustangs.
Tanner Bolt, Bob. It starts there for Prosser, a junior quarterback that makes throw after throw. Has made even a couple throws that have been dropped by his receivers, but boy, has he been on point. Looks like the real deal there at quarterback. A couple big receivers, Javier Diaz, Kaysen Blair, have made some big catches and not only caught the ball, Bob, but nice runs after the catch. I've been really impressed by this Prosser team.
Yeah, and you know, we talked to the coach before the game, and he pretty much laid it out how they were going to attack the Jacks and wanted to get, you know, upwards of 40 offensive plays, and you know, in the first half, and they had to at least hit 40, if not more. I mean, quick pace for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Bob, he said he wanted 40, like you said, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they had 50 to 55 offensive plays there in that first half. Just a high-powered, high-octane offense for Prosser. In Quincy, we saw a couple times there on drives in the first quarter and early second quarter where Caden Murphy, when he had some time, could make some throws to some receivers. Was a little juiced up at times and overthrew a couple guys, but the talent's there. They just have to harness it in.
Yeah, that's right. And, you know, you still got a second half to come out and show what you're made of here, and hopefully put a few points on the board and give them a little bit more of a game in the second half. But we'll see what happens when we come back for the second half of play. We're going to step away and hear some words from our sponsors and be back for the second half of the ball game between the Quincy Jacks and Prosser Mustangs.
Experience speed like never before when you connect to Grant PUD's high-speed network. Visit grantpud.org to learn more.
You don't have to drive to Seattle for exceptional cancer care. Confluence Health's cancer program delivers world-class care close to home. We have a highly experienced oncology team in a state-of-the-art facility, and we're a member of the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, which gives our patients access to world-renowned therapies developed at Fred Hutchinson, the University of Washington Medicine, and Seattle Children's. Together with the SCCA, we're delivering world-class cancer care close to home.
When you find out about the DQ $5 lunch, all this food for only $5, you gotta tell people about it. Sauce situated nice, frosty drink next to this juicy grilled burger and fries. Get my Sunday, boom. I just dropped a $5 lunchagram on all my friends. Get ready for a little $5 envy.
Michael, we like your style. The $5 lunch. Entree, fries, drink, plus a sundae. Only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
The Dodge brothers' competitive spirit and engineering prowess started long before they built their first car, and will continue long after their latest, the most technologically advanced vehicle in its class.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local communities since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of as many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
The new flamethrower cheeseburger now with a $5 lunch. I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Gary, do you remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
Comes with a Sunday now. I can handle it.
You know your body, Gary.
Go flamethrower. Now the DQ $5 lunch comes with the new jalapeno bacon flamethrower cheeseburger, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. This is fan food, not fast food.
Experience speed like never before when you connect to Grant PUD's high-speed network. Visit grantpud.org to learn more.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Kono. I am your local Ephrata Farmers Insurance Agent. Here at Cheryl Kono Insurance Agency, our customers always come first. We don't just work here, we live here. Please stop by the office, call, email, or Facebook me for a free auto, home, life, business, or farm and ranch quote today. We are insurance. We are farmers. Come in for a free quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
The Quincy Jacks are gearing up for a strong 2015 season. With only one returning starter on offense and 3 on defense, the Jacks are ready for new players to step up. Quincy head coach Stephen Wallace thinks his kids are ready for the challenge.
We actually had a junior dominant JV team last year, so you know there's like I said, they're unknown. You don't know how it's going to transfer over to Friday, but they definitely have got a lot of experience playing together. So it worked out pretty good last year for us. This is 2 years now running where we pretty much have a senior team because kids are staying in the program from freshmen. They're going sophomore, juniors into the JV program, and they're moving up as seniors.
Quincy will rely heavily on their defense this season. Coach Wallace is excited about the leadership his players provide on that side of the ball.
You know, the defensive guys are already kind of giving people tips on, you know, what to look for versus certain teams, what kind of reads to check out. So that's nice to have some extra coaches on the practice field as well like that. We got a couple of good seniors we can lead on.
One game the Jacks circle on their schedule every year is the Battle of the Basin. Quincy senior George Ruiz is fired up to get back on the field and face his rival one last time.
Ephrata has to be Ephrata, you know. I mean, our rival has been going on for quite a few years now, and it's been pretty intense. And also, as he was saying, it gets crazy, it gets rowdy, you know, we'll be ready, so we're looking forward to it.
For Fiber One News, Sean Wells.
What's white and yellow and red all over? If you said the local book telephone directory, the one with the purple sunset on the cover, then you're right. In print and online at statewideyp.com, it features up-to-date local maps, community information, and a calendar of events. With a restaurant dining guide with full local menus and a reverse directory, you're sure to find the number you're looking for. It's the best way to get the information you need. Pick up a copy of the local book today or visit statewideyp.com.
When you find out about the DQ $5 lunch, all this food for only $5, you gotta tell people about it. So I situated nice. Frosty drink next to this juicy grilled burger and fries. Get my Sunday, boom. I just dropped a $5 lunchagram on all my friends. Get ready for a little $5 envy.
Michael, we like your style. The $5 lunch. Entree, fries, drink, plus a sundae. Only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
All right, Sean, we got about 5 minutes to go before this second half kicks off, and Quincy in quite a hole here. What do you think is going on in that Jacks locker room?
I think Coach Wallace is pretty much telling his boys, hey, forget about that first half. Just blank it out of your memory. There's nothing we can do. That's happened. It's in the past. This new second half is exactly that, a new second half, a new half of football. Let's get our offense going. Let's get our defense going. Let's get these guys rolling and get a couple positive plays together, get some momentum, get some confidence. And hey, who knows what could happen? You might not come back and win this game, but hey, you might get a score or two and get this offense rolling for their next game next week at Ephrata.
Yeah, and you're right. You know, as an athlete, like you said, I mean, we both played sports and stuff, but you got to have a short memory. I mean, you just do, because if you don't, you're going to get mired in all that garbage that's going to hold you down, and you just got to let it go. You just got to let it go, and even if you lose the game, you just got to come out and make a good showing. and be committed to playing well. So that's what they have to do. They got to start coming out playing well, and you know, build some momentum, like you said, for next week's game, the Battle of the Basin, which will be huge in Ephrata. So we got about 3.5 minutes to go before the start of the second half, and we're going to step away for a commercial break and be back.
Experience speed like never before when you connect to Grant PUD's high-speed network. Visit grantpud.org to learn more.
You don't have to drive to Seattle for exceptional cancer care. Confluence Health's cancer program delivers world-class care close to home. We have a highly experienced oncology team in a state-of-the-art facility, and we're a member of the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, which gives our patients access to world-renowned therapies developed at Fred Hutchinson, the University of Washington Medicine, and Seattle Children's. Together with the SCCA, we're delivering world-class cancer care close to home.
When you find out about the DQ $5 lunch, all this food for only $5, you gotta tell people about it. So I situated nice. Frosty drink next to this juicy grilled burger and fries. Get my Sunday, boom. I just dropped a $5 lunchogram on all my friends. Get ready for a little $5 envy.
Michael, we like your style. The $5 lunch. Entree, fries, drink, plus a sundae. Only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
The Dodge brothers' competitive spirit and engineering prowess started long before they built their first car, and will continue long after their latest, the most technologically advanced vehicle in its class.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local communities since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of as many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
The new flamethrower cheeseburger now with a $5 lunch. I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Gary, do you remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
Comes with a Sunday now. I can handle it.
You know your body, Gary.
Go flamethrower. Now the DQ $5 lunch comes with the new jalapeno bacon flamethrower cheeseburger, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. This is fan food, not fast food.
Just about ready to start second half action, Sean. Both teams back out on the field, and got a couple of seconds here before we start the third quarter play. So, boy, temperature's dropping a little bit. I'm glad we went down and got some coffee.
It's getting a little cold. Yeah, the coffee hits nice, and these teams are out here ready to get going. Prosser, 48 points in that first half, Bob. Boy, is it impressive. And you know, did they take the pedal off the gas a little bit, or the foot off the pedal a little bit, or do they keep rolling here in the second half? What do you say?
Well, I think knowing Prosser a little bit, they're going to keep the pedal to the metal and, you know, try to put the game out of hand right away. I think a couple more scores and they'll clamp down a little harder on defense, and pretty much that's probably going to be the plan attack, and hope Quincy can weather a few things and get on the board.
So they just added 2 extra more minutes here to this halftime, so we're with you for a little longer. Bob, you're a big fantasy football guy. Who are a couple key fantasy players you should look out for this week?
Well, Jiminy, if you're talking about my team, I'm looking for DeMarco Murray to come up big. He kind of had a lame first week, and going up against the Cowboys, you know, the old team, the Eagles and Cowboys, that should be a tussle. How about you?
Boy, St. Louis defense last week got me 23 points, and I'm looking for them to have another big game this week versus the Redskins. Jamal Charles, I have him. He did okay last night. Got me a touchdown. Did have a couple fumbles, but
yeah, I was going to rib you about that, but I thought better of it. But yeah,
hey, the fumbles don't go against me.
No, not at all. But Andy Reid has kind of had a history of those bumbles there at the end.
And he did take one touchdown away from me. Niles Davis broke in for one of his 3 carries of the game and got a touchdown. So
yeah, so you got to bookend those guys, you know, so you don't get them robbed. But yeah,
never trust Andy Reid.
Never trust Andy Reid. Well, about a minute to go here, so they finally got the halftime activities wound down, and again, we're looking for Quincy to come out and make a stand here.
Does Rob Gronkowski score 3 touchdowns this week, Bob?
You better hope not, because he's going. No, he's not going against you this week. That was last week. I don't know, man. That guy's a stud. That's about all they have there in New England right now. So Brady sure came out with an attitude, that's for sure. That's what Quincy needs here tonight. Come out with an attitude the second half and get things rolling.
Caden Brady?
Caden Brady, yeah. Hopefully he's going to be all right, because he was banged up there late in the first half. So be good if we could see him back out here on the field.
Was Prosser deflating the balls in the first half there, Bob?
Well, I don't know about that. I think actually, you know, the guy throws a pretty good ball, a good spiral. Looks like there might have been a little bit too much air in it.
Yeah, Tanner Ball, we're not going to take any credit away from him. Had a great first half. And God, how many 4 or 5 touchdown passes, Bob? And
smart individual out there too, you know, doesn't make any mistakes, at least from what we've seen. Pulls the ball down and runs when he needs to, but boy, he's got a quick trigger, man. That guy just fires the ball. The Prosser going to kick it off to start the second half, and maybe Quincy get a big run back here. Started left, but now coming back right to the Quincy sideline. And not as much of yardage as they would have expected on that return.
He was hammered there, and Bob, that hurts on a cold night, getting tackled hard like that in the turf, or in the grass, excuse me. And
oh yeah,
be backed up here on their own 17-yard line to start off the second half.
Yeah, that turf gets a little tough out there.
So in this second half, Bob, looks like they're going to go with a running clock.
Yeah, when they get up big like that, and that's a good thing, because otherwise we'd all be here until midnight. So yeah, let's get it going, and let's get Quincy going and get on the board here. And it looks like we've got a penalty right off the bat to start the second half.
One thing good to see here, Bob, Caden Murphy back in the game for Quincy. Good to see the young man healthy.
Oh yeah, yep. That'll bode well, I think, for him in the second half, and maybe to get a little rhythm going. And although they were a little out of step there on the first play, got off the line too quick. That'll bring up a first down and 15. Ball on the 12-yard line for Quincy. Blitz by Prosser, and nice handoff there for some positive yards.
Yeah, nice running play there. Positive gain on first down. That was number 31, Bob. Juan Aguilar.
Well, that's what they need to do. They need to churn out some yards, so keep positive yards, keep going forward. Brings up a 2nd and 15. Now, they...
it's got to be 2nd down and
2nd and
9. Or 9 now.
2nd and 9. 2 receivers to both sides of the line here. Now we got somebody coming back in motion. A little quick pass. Ooh, that should have been caught there, Sean.
Yeah, unfortunate, Bob. A nice pass by Murphy. Just couldn't hang on to the ball. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
And again, you know, Quincy, just in the first half, I mean, they had those same opportunities, found a little seam, but couldn't come up with the play. We got a little wind here now blowing things around.
Wind starting to pick up, Bob.
Third quarter action sponsored by Chet's Honda, serving the Columbia Basin for over 50 years. Murphy got somebody on the sidelines. Ooh, nice tackle there.
Nice tackle. Looks like he's going to be just short of that first down marker, Bob. 4th down and short. Offense still on the field. They're going to go for it, looks like.
Boy, that's something that you don't want as a receiver, though, have to leave your feet and have somebody tackle you from behind. He's lucky he came out of that one all right. But yeah, risky business here if Jack's going for it on their own 25-yard line. I know they need to put points on the board, but you can't give any points up here. You got to get rid of that ball.
Down 48-0. They have nothing to lose.
They don't, but it could easily be 55 here in a second if they're not careful. So we'll see what happens. See what Coach Wallace has up his sleeve here. 4th and 2 from their own 25. Jack need a big play here. Will they get it?
Makes the grab. They all-out blitz there, Bob, but not enough for a first down. Unlucky.
Yeah, just got back to the line of scrimmage, which is unfortunate. Now the Jacks turn the ball over deep in their own territory. Prosser has the ball. 1st and 10 on the Quincy 24-yard line.
I like the call there, Bob. Down 48-0. Try to get this offense in a groove. Try to get your young quarterback some confidence. Was able to get that ball off just in time. Just couldn't get past the first down marker. Unlucky.
Yeah, they needed to go for it. Just hadn't been consistent, and that's kind of what happened there. They kind of fell apart. So short gain there, if any. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage for Prosser. Might have picked up a yard. 7.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs on the move. 2nd and 10. Oh, a little trouble with the handoff there. Almost dropped the ball. Good play there by the defender from Quincy.
Yeah, that was Tafoya making a big tackle there for Quincy. Brings up 3rd down and 10. And Bob, we haven't mentioned yet, this is a new quarterback in for Quincy, or excuse me, for Prosser, number 13, Chase Courtney. It's a 6'2" sophomore. 6'2", but only $155.
He's a beanpole out there. Fades back, a roll to his right, now looking for a receiver. Got a short one out there, and can't hang on to the ball. A pass out in the short, the flat that is, not a short wide receiver. But yeah, incomplete pass.
Chance to get the ball back to their offense here, Bob. 4th down and 12.
Well, like you said, I mean, they took a gamble and it hasn't hurt them so far. So Prosser's they're not gonna back down here. They're not gonna kick the field goal. They're gonna try to pick up the first down and keep it moving. So big play here for the Jacks. Fakes the hand up, pulls it out, and that's a turnover and an interception by Quincy. Oh, and a big stick there. It looks like he kind of went high towards the helmet.
Gunnar Peterson with the interception there, Bob. Nice pick. And then he's hammered by 2 Prosser players. Still down on the field. Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, it looks like I said, he got a helmet underneath the chin there. I think he got away with one. The refs didn't see that, but
he's up now, walking around. Looks to be fine, but wow. Change of events there. Nice pick by Quincy.
Yeah, a great defensive play because, stared that quarterback down, read his eyes, and stepped in front of the receiver. So Quincy has the ball, just what they needed, a turnover deep in their territory now. 1st and 10 on their own 27. Handoff, short gain, if any, on the left side of the line. Might have lost a yard.
Yeah, Tumblin trying to find some sort of room. Bob can't find any. He's tackled for a loss.
Yeah, offensive linemen need to sustain their blocks just a second or two longer and give the guys a chance to make some yards. They're getting manhandled right now, being pushed back into the backfield. So that's 2nd down now coming up for Quincy. Ball on their own 26. Lost a yard. They need 11 for a first. Murphy with the interception, threw it right into the defender's hands. That's going to go for a pick 6.
That was number 32 there, Bob. Michael Cruz with the pick 6 for Prosser. They don't get much easier than that, thrown right in his hands. And he basically walks into that end zone.
It's hard to imagine what he saw out there. I didn't see an open receiver, so a little bit of pressure he's under and got rid of the ball a little bit quicker than he should have. Didn't have his feet set and went right into the arms of the defender for 6 points. 54-0. 4 minutes, 47 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Diaz lining up for the PAT. Here's the snap, little high, gets it down, set, and it's good. Good job by the holder there, Sean.
Yeah, nice hold, able to keep that one up, and extra points good. Makes it 55-0 with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
We're going to step away for a short break and be back.
When you find out about the DQ $5 lunch, all this food for only $5, you gotta tell people about it. So I situated nice. Frosty drink next to this juicy grilled burger and fries. Get my Sunday, boom. I just dropped a $5 lunchagram on all my friends. Get ready for a little $5 indie.
Michael, we like your style. The $5 lunch. Entree, fries, drink, plus a sundae. Only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Well, Sean, actually the Jacks came up with a pretty good defensive stand here, you know, and had an opportunity, but then turned the ball right back over and led to a pick 6 there on that interception. Unfortunate.
Yeah, and still a little confused on what the play call was there on that pick 6, Bob. Looks like it just was thrown right to the Prosser defender, and he was able to walk that in the end zone. Must have been a miscommunication on offense.
Yeah,
Prosser took advantage, makes it 55-0.
Yeah, it had to be like the wrong route was run, or the quarterback was expecting the receiver to be somewhere other than where he wasn't. Because you're right, it was right into his hands. It's like, look what I've got, and 6 points on the board.
College teams this week, Bob. University of Washington's at home against Utah State. What are you expecting from the Huskies?
Well, I'm a little partial to the Dogs, and it'd be nice to have them come out with a strong showing and pick up a big win here. I think the Cougars got a pretty important game coming too this weekend.
Yeah, Cougars at home versus Wyoming after getting a big road win at Rutgers. Nice catch by Aguilar there.
Holy cow, just picked that right out of the air. The ball was almost by him. That was a great catch. On a hard throw by Murphy. He isn't taking off any smoke off that ball. And another pass, fades back, and that one's tipped and right into the hands of the defender.
Unlucky there, Bob, and Prosser again just makes you pay.
They are a well-coached team, Sean. They're always in the right spot, it seems like, and always after that ball. And yeah, unfortunate that came out. I don't know if he got his arm hit or whatever, but the ball kind of turned over long ways instead of a spiral there. So yeah, unfortunate. Prosser takes over now. Great field position. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the third quarter, up 55-0.
Chase Courtney still in at QB for the Mustangs. Couldn't get things rolling on his first offensive drive through that interception. Quincy would love another turnover here.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, it's a good job by the Prosser coach, too, to get his second stringer in there up big and get him a lot of experience game time. Nice little gain there by Prosser.
J.R. Coleman, a sophomore, with a nice run up the middle. Gain of about 7.
That'll bring up about second, maybe 2.5 there. Prosser on Quincy's 10-yard line. And there's an interception. Can he take that back to the house? One guy to beat.
Nice play there by the defensive back for Quincy. That's number 32, Bob. Jonathan Aguilar with a big pick and had one guy to beat to make that a pick 6. Chase Courtney, the QB who threw the interception, was able to tackle the defender.
Yep, last guy to beat. And great play there by the Jacks. Needed that to stop Prosser from going in for another score. So hopefully they can take it down and turn it into something positive here. Wide receivers, 2 to each side. Murphy looking to his left. Got a guy open. Another drop.
Too bad. Nice throw by Murphy, though. That's what we're saying. This kid has talent, but his receiver didn't help him out there.
Yeah, he's putting the ball on the money. I mean, he's been a little high at times, but, you know, this third quarter here, he's been right on the money. Just receivers having a hard time hauling it in. Doesn't look like he throws that hard of a ball. They're catchable. Minute to go in the third quarter. Quincy trying to put together a drive here to get on the board. Down 55-0. There's a little bit of trickery. A pass, if caught, be a big gain, but
I like the idea there, Bob. Stephen Wallace saying, hey, what the heck? Let's throw some plays out here. Let's see if we can make something happen. Almost a big, would have been their biggest play of the game, Bob.
It would have, but
on offense.
Almost looked like a Peyton Manning pass out there, wounded duck. You know, the guy can't throw too far downfield nowadays, but you know.
Hey, he had a couple good throws last night.
Yeah, no, he got it together. Here's another pass, got an open receiver.
There's that fastball, Bob, a little too hot to handle there. Need a little more arc on that one. Drop it down into the receiver's hands.
Yep, get a little arch on the ball, a little air under it. He had two guys streaming down the sideline, missed them both. But that'll bring up fourth down for the Jacks. And we're just about at the end of the third quarter here, and that will wrap up the third quarter action. Quincy trailing 55-0. We'll be back for the fourth quarter after this commercial break.
If you look for the young ladies in the tie-dye shirts, they will be selling tickets to help support boosters. $1 a ticket will buy you raffle tickets for the grand prize, which is the Traeger Grill. So you'll see them walking around in their tie-dye t-shirts. Help boost the club, buy a ticket, win a Traeger, and invite us all over for dinner.
Quarter action just getting underway, and we're going to start it off with a fake punt by the Jacks, and they're going for the long one, and the pass just missed on the completion there, but there is a flag on the play. Might have been interfered with, Sean.
Pass interference on the defense there, Bob. It looked that way, but a nice throw. That was Caden Murphy threw that pass.
That was one of the better passes tonight. It had a nice air under it, and just couldn't come down again with the catch, but yeah. That's going to be a big gainer, a penalty nonetheless, but that'll move the ball forward for Quincy.
The refs are still figuring something out here, Bob.
Well, I got to try to see what Quincy wants to do with the ball here, but it has to be pass interference, and it is. My buddy Dennis Duke out there calling the penalty. Got Noe Guzman out there. Doing a great job. The referees tonight.
You could just be making up names, Bob. I wouldn't know.
Oh, yeah. But everybody in the basin are familiar with them. They've been around reffing basketball, baseball, football. They're all over the place. Good crew out here tonight.
They've done a great job, Bob. And really not too many penalties tonight. It's been rather quiet.
Yeah, it's been a clean game. Clean game. All right, so 1st and 10 for Quincy now. Ball on their own 38. Little over 10 minutes to go. Murphy with the ball, drops back, got a receiver open, but just a little short on that one. On the pass there, Sean.
Yeah, that looked a little weird coming out of his throwing arm there, Bob. Didn't really take that time he needed to make sure that was on point. Kind of just let it go without seeing where his receiver was breaking, and it was quite a bit off the mark.
Yeah, it didn't look like he had his feet set very well on that either, and you know, you got a massive rush coming at him all night, so it could be a little gun shy, but still, got to hook up on those when you have the opportunity. 10 minutes to go in the ball game, 55-0. Prosser, Quincy on the move. Oh, had a guy open on the outside, but didn't go for the shorter pass, opted for the long one, and it was incomplete and out of bounds.
And there's that fastball again, Bob. That was a laser beam of a pass. Tough to catch if you're a receiver, even if you would have had his hand on that.
Yeah, they had a nice little gain out in the flat if he dumps it off, I think, but tried to get a little bit bigger gain, and ball fell incomplete. 3rd and 10 now on their own 38. Quincy needs to pick up a first down here to keep this drive going. Murphy with a pass, nice catch. And another flag on the play here after the receiver fell to the ground.
That was Tanner Wallace with a nice grab there for Quincy. Nice pass by Caden Murphy in between about 3 or 4 Prosser defenders.
I think they're going to tack on some yards after this catch here. Talking to the Jacks right now, see what they want to do. Fourth quarter action sponsored by Desert Sun Dental, giving you the smile you deserve.
They got penalty 1st and 10 for the Jacks. Ball at the 30, just inside the 36-yard line.
Quincy now on the Prosser 35, looking for a big gain here, but Murphy's going down amongst a host of Mustangs.
Murphy just hammered there, Bob. Had nowhere to go, no time to get a throw in her way. Pressure continues by this Prosser defense.
7. There's a little under 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Quincy down 55-0. Murphy calling for the ball. Fades back, got a rusher in his face, gets away from another one. Nice move, now he's on the run. Turns the corner up the sidelines, trying to cut it back for more yards. Nice run there. Nice scramble by Mr. Murphy.
Yeah, I've been waiting to see that all game, Bob, because we heard this kid has some legs too. We know he has the arm, but a nice scramble there. I'm surprised he hasn't done this earlier.
Yeah, he needs to bust it loose and take off. I mean, if he can't connect up with his receiver, he's got to do it with his feet. And a good effort there. 7 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the ball game. Quincy on the move. Ball on the Prosser 28. 3rd and 4 yards to gain. Murphy calling for the ball. Steps up in the pocket, had a receiver open. Drops the ball. Trying to run before he had it. Brings up a 4th down. We know they're going for it here, Sean.
Yeah, nothing to lose. They've had some positive plays on this drive, Bob. Why not have another here for a first down or even a touchdown?
Yep. Still got time to get one on the board. Just under 6.5 minutes to go. 4th down for Quincy, and they're definitely going for it. Need 3 to pick it up. Rushes in his face, gets the ball off, got a receiver open, just can't quite get to it.
Too bad. A nice throw by Murphy, just a little bit off, but I like the arc he had on that one. Ball goes back to Prosser.
Yep, good effort. Well, we want to thank everyone who turned in to watch tonight's televised broadcast on iFiber 1. And those of you watching from your web browser or your mobile device, iFiber 1 Sports is a division of iFiber Communications in Ephrata, Washington, home of the fastest internet in the United States and premier provider of HD TV and digital phone service. If you're looking to upgrade your internet, TV, or phone service, give us a call tomorrow at the office at 754-2600.
So once again, you have a very limited time. Number 1, it's downstairs.
5.5 minutes to go in this one, Sean. Prosser up big, 55-0.
Yeah, Prosser Hasn't had too much success here in the second half. Again, it's been a running clock, but still, this Quincy defense with a couple turnovers, a couple nice picks, have really kept their team, Bob. They're only down 7-0 in the second half.
Yeah, no, they've turned in a good effort. We talked about that, you know, what they had to do coming out in the second half, and, you know, they've cranked it up a notch on defense for sure. And a tired bunch out there to boot, because, like I said, most of these guys go both ways, so they're turning in a gallant effort here in the second half, Sean. So we got another new quarterback out there for Prosser. AJ Rojas, maybe? Number 12, no, 17, I'm sorry, I read the number
wrong. Well, Wieneman.
Okay.
Only a freshman.
Left-hander out there. Little flare pass out to the left and picked up a yard or two.
5'8", 110.
They need a little meat and potatoes down there in Prosser. Put some meat on those bones.
Only a freshman though, Bobby. He's a youngin'. Quincy, though, they would love to get some pressure on him and maybe get him quick with his feet and force a turnover.
They've thrown a lot of different people at Quincy tonight, you know, a lot of different looks. And now we got a left-hander in there, so it's a completely different ball spin coming off for the receivers and the defenders to look at. So there's a nice run up the middle, big yards, first down, maybe 13, 14 yards on that play.
Peterson, Ramirez in on the tackle. Ramirez also went on the tackle for the Jacks. Brings up first down for Prosser.
Little under 5 minutes to go. First down for Prosser. Ball on their own 43. 55-0 Mustangs. Here's a hand up going off the right side of the line. Got a flag on the play. Might be a face mask there. We'll see what happened there.
Yeah, they're going to call holding on the offense, actually, Bob, but I thought I saw a face mask, too.
Yeah, it looked like he turned, but...
That will push him back 10 more yards.
Yep.
Eastern Washington has a big game this week, Bob. Hosting Montana State tomorrow. Of course, Eastern starting off 0-2, though, after a tough opening loss at Oregon. Hung in there, lost by about 20 points. And then played on the road last week at Northern Iowa, lost 37-34. So looking for their first win against a tough Big Sky opponent in Montana State.
Is that the Grizzlies?
That's University of Montana.
Okay.
Montana State is the Bobcats.
The Bobcats. Still, you know, you guys hail from that area, right?
I've got a lot of family in Montana, a lot of ex-Grizz in my family. We don't take too kindly to Bobcats, but so I wouldn't mind seeing Eastern Washington pull off that victory tomorrow, Bob.
Yeah, that'll be nice. 3 minutes, 23 seconds to go in this one, Sean. It's all but over now for sure. Jack's trailing 55-0. We got another flag. Things getting a little bit sloppy here towards the end of the ball game.
I'll tell you what, Bob, though, that Eastern Washington team looks a little different on offense without Vernon Adams. Of course, he transferred to Oregon as a graduate transfer, so he can play immediately. Oregon went off to Michigan State last week and lost a close one.
So we got another discussion going on here now at the 35-yard line. And figure out what the Jacks want to do. Want to take the down or the penalty. And they'll decline the penalty. And it'll be third down now for Prosser. Ball at the 35-yard line. 2 minutes, 25 seconds to go. Another handoff, another big hole around the right side. Ball almost came loose there, but able to hang on to it.
That's Corby Lowry, junior for Prosser. Nice running there, finding the open hole and run to and run through that gap, Bob. That's what he did for the first down.
Yeah, had a good head of steam there, man. The guy runs hard. Under 2 minutes now, 55-0. Prosser. Another handoff, big hole up the middle. Breaks it to the outside, he could go. One tackle, the bust there, and he's gone, but nonetheless a good run all the way down to the Jacks.
17-yard line. Heck of a run there by Josiah Stutzman. First down, Mustangs.
And they're right back up the line, going to run another play here. I wonder if they're going to try to score with this third unit out there. Another handoff, another hole, big hole on the left side. Another good run by the Prosser.
Stutzman finding room, cutting to the outside there, and boy, did that open up, Bob. He had about 5-6 yard hole he could run through there.
You and I could have run through that hole, Sean.
And that's saying something.
Yeah. Under a minute now. Prosser on Quincy 8-yard line. Another handoff up the gut. Another big hole.
That was Lowry with the carry there. Time continues to wind down, Bob. Just 40 seconds left in this ball game.
Second goal. They're going to let maybe the, yeah, we'll see if they go for it again. And they do hand off. Quincy just got to stop and keep him out of the end zone. We got a couple flags out there. And he gets into the end zone, but we'll see how this turns out.
Clock continues to tick, Bob. Only 15 seconds left.
Call's going to go against Prosser, but it's not going to make any difference in this one as the time is just about expired now in this ball game. And that's going to do it here tonight, folks. And Prosser comes to town and wins big against the Jacks, 55-0. Sean, what do you think?
It was Prosser did well there, Bob, all throughout the first half, and had a lot of backups in that second half, but boy, they still performed well. Quincy has a couple positives coming out of this one with some big picks in the second half, but a tough one for the Jacks tonight.
Well, that's going to... Well, the teams are meeting at half field here, at midfield now, going to congratulate each other on a good effort here tonight, and you know, Quincy gave it what they had, just wasn't enough.
We're going to go to a quick commercial break and be back for your post-game wrap-up.
You don't have to drive to Seattle for exceptional cancer care. Confluence Health's cancer program delivers world-class care close to home. We have a highly experienced oncology team in a state-of-the-art facility, and we're a member of the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, which gives our patients access to world-renowned therapies developed at Fred Hutchinson, the University of Washington Medicine, and Seattle Children's. Together with the SCCA, we're delivering world-class cancer care close to home.
Well, Sean, a pretty lopsided contest tonight here for the Quincy Jacks, and certainly probably wasn't what Coach Wallace expected. What did you think of the effort here tonight?
I like the effort by Quincy in the second half. Some gritty play by their defense, especially, Bob. 2 turnovers. Offensively, they've been challenged. They could have some improvements there, which I think they will throughout this season. But, boy, you got to give it to Prosser, Bob. Non-stop the entire game, their offense kept rolling and rolling and rolling, and they made big plays on defense. Give them credit, they had to shut out.
Yeah, and a couple of good defensive plays, like you said, at the end there for Quincy, and Quincy hung tough. And that's going to do it for our coverage here tonight. I want to thank everybody back in the studio for a good job and our camera crew, and we'll see you again next week. Have a good night.